Welcome to my district virtual school. We are so happy that you have decided to participate in public school at home. Throughout this presentation, you will learn about the online middle high school platform and your role as a student. In addition, your learning coach will find out what they can do to support you in your efforts to be a successful online student. I will also share what our instructors do throughout the year. All of the instructors at my district virtual school are excited to be working with you this year. Let's get ready for our fantastic virtual journey together. If you attended public school at home last year with us, you will see that the platform developed for grades K through 5 and the platform developed for grade 6 looks completely different. They are different, and so are you. You are now in middle school and have a different level of responsibility than you did as an elementary school student. Last year, you logged into your system and used the digital plan that told you what to do each day. As a middle schooler, you will be provided with a pacing guide for each course. This pacing guide will have due dates for assignments. You will need to use a calendar to organize yourself and the various assignments that will be due. We will review how to get to the pacing guide later in this orientation. Your district has offered you a wonderful opportunity to participate in public school at home using the K12 digital platform. Your role as an online student is very different than what it would be in a traditional classroom. It is important that you begin to develop skills that help you learn effectively. Successful online students demonstrate the ability to be self-motivated to work in their courses daily. It takes self-discipline to work in a subject every school day, even the one you don't like. Learning how to manage your time effectively now will benefit you as you move on into adulthood. Be sure to plan ahead based on your individual schedule. Another tip is to focus on one subject at a time. Sometimes using a timer set up focused periods of time before taking a break is very helpful. Another important trait that successful online students have is recognizing when you aren't learning or aren't understanding the material. If this happens to you, please reach out to your learning coach and instructor. They are here to help you. You have to be willing to ask for help. If you are not comfortable with technology, this may not be the best form of public education for you. Students in the middle school will use programs like Microsoft Word to type up assignments and submit them in the online platform. K12 provides each student, learning coach, and instructor a Microsoft 365 account. If you would like to learn more about how to download Microsoft 365, use this link. During the year, your instructor will have Class Connects, where all students come together to get to know each other and to learn a skill. Being an active learner and participating in these discussions will benefit you as a learner and make this form of education more fun. We've already talked about how important managing your time is, but it is the top strategy for being a successful online student. Work with your learning coach to identify the assignments and tasks that need to be completed that day. When you're done, check it off or draw a line through the assignment on the pacing guide or calendar you create each week to ensure that you are done with the course by the end of the semester. All courses are semester courses except for art. That is a full year. Think about where you plan to complete schoolwork during the day. Will there be distractions? How will you be sure to take breaks throughout the day? Should you use a timer? What about all the materials you received? Where will those be placed so that you can access them easily? What do you need to do each day? Log into the course every school day throughout the week. Also, check your school email a few times each day. Be sure to interact with your teacher and ask for help when needed. Finally, Be sure to back up your work regularly on an external drive. If you are using Microsoft 365, your work can be saved in the cloud using OneDrive. And most importantly, stay on pace. Plan ahead for any time that you and your family will be taking off from school, and be sure to complete assignments to stay on track to complete your courses by the end of the semester. As a student, it's important to understand that all lessons begin online, but may include offline work as well. Be sure to complete all on and offline work before taking the lesson assessment. If you have a computer malfunction or will be without access to a computer for an extended period of time, please let your instructor know. Communication is very important. Check school mail daily and respond to all messages or phone calls within 24 hours Monday through Friday, except for holidays. Participate and do your best on the mandatory Florida standards assessments. This is also a responsibility that you have. Your district will be in touch to share where you will have to go for testing in the spring. We've talked a lot about this pacing guide. Let's figure out where to find it. Once you're in the course, you will click on the Content tab at the top of the page. Next, you will find the left sidebar and click on Course Materials. The third step is to look under the course materials and find Student Resources. Finally, you will find the pacing chart for the course in the main area of the Student Resources. Click on the blue link to access the document. It is important that you follow the pacing chart and complete all assignments in order. There are quizzes, discussions, and graded assignments that need to be completed. Remember, this is not the same platform as last year. You'll be using Word to compose your answers and upload the document for grading. As you complete work each day, your progress will increase. One way to track your progress is to look at the progress percent. Each week, that number should increase for you to stay on track. As long as you are following the pacing guide, this progress percentage will increase. You can see a more detailed account of your progress by clicking on the Progress tab at the top of your screen. For example, this student has received 7 grades in this science course. If the student clicked on Grades Received, she can review the grade and any feedback given on the specific assignment. As you scroll down to the section called Content, Required and Optional Topics, it's easy to see how much of the course has been completed. In this case, she has completed 44 out of 415. Remember, there are optional topics in this course. That is why you only see 415 versus the 425 total topics. Any assignment or topic that indicates optional does not have to be completed. It is important to understand that grades are calculated based on points earned for computer-graded assignments. Teacher-graded assignments, discussion board posts, and participation in Class Connects and Student Connects. If you skip assignments, you'll be assigned zeros for the work not completed. Those assignments can easily be made up without penalty. We call this Monday zeros. In this case, the student has completed 6 assignments, but did not turn in 2 written assignments last week. Those 2 zeros hurt the overall grade tremendously. You can easily see how it is important to stay focused in a course and complete assignments in order and on pace.